And we were back saying, just like
you
that.
barely touched that.
Yeah, it's the magic.
That was a tappy.
Little
Tap, tappy.
Taparoo.
Taparoo. Just tap it in.
So-
Just tap it in. Damn it, man. Tomorrow? Mets got to win. Reds got to lose. Fuck.
Jackson,
It's not
I'll tell you what, though, you have a big day. Jackson Dart makes his debut. This could be what and again, I don't.
Don't.
I'm hoping this happens. I don't think it's going to, but given you know how I do things.
You know what?
I do things
No.
based on facts.
No, look.
I did the research, but I'm hoping against hope because he's my friend and I love him that the Mets win and the Reds lose. And
yeah.
Jackson Dart throws 4 touchdowns tomorrow.
Let's talk about
because
this.
he would call me and go, "Let's do what I need to do tonight." And I would love to do that. I would love to have that problem tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do
Shit,
this.
he wants to do another one.
Let's say, look. Instead of being the pessimist that is every fan from the Northeast.
It is a Northeast thing.
Right,
probably.
it is a North. It's Philly up.
Yeah, it's Philly.
It's probably Baltimore up.
I'd say
honestly.
Baltimore up. I think. Yeah.
But here's the thing: instead of doing that, what if we said, "What would be the best day ever tomorrow?"
I think
For
I
a
just,
Mets Giants fan,
I think I just gave it to you.
you did.
I did.
Mets win, Reds
Juan
lose.
Solo. No, let's dig in.
Juan Soto becomes a Met.
hits a walk-off grand slam. You know, he hits one.
As the Reds are losing.
As the Reds are losing. As Jackson Dart is throwing his 5th touchdown pass
Well, here's the thing.
into the teeth of that Charger defense.
So here's the thing.
That would be
all the baseball games start at like 3:40.
I know.
So the football
That's
game's
so-
gonna be.
They're gonna be almost over.
Football
the
games
1
will be
o'clock.
over.
Yeah, well, the 1 o'clock.
So Jackson Dart will have already destroyed the Chargers.
The 4 o'clock is cheese fucking Ravens.
Okay, but we're talking about the best day
yeah,
for
that's true.
Mets
I'm
Giants.
talking about as a fan general. Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So Jackson Dart's going to come out with his ass on fire.
I think this kid's been chunking.
Not throwing.
I got
Not
news.
throwing,
No,
but running.
No, I think this kid. Let me tell you something about this kid that I've seen from watching him over the past 2 years at Ole Miss. This kid, we talked about this off air. This kid loves to play football. He's a football player. First and foremost, when you look at him and you watch him play, he has a joy for the game that, and you can tell when you see it. The kid just loves to fucking play. What was the line from? It was Joe Pesci and with Honors. He goes, "Winners forget they're in a race; they just love to run." That to me is Jackson Dart. That to me was Tom Brady. Tom Brady just loved to play football. He just loved it. That's why he would
love
want
of the game,
He didn't
man.
want to leave it because he loved it so much. Like, what am I going to do if I leave football?
He left Giselle.
Turns out she left him
Well, yeah.
because she couldn't handle the fact that she couldn't handle being Mrs. Tom Brady. She needed a man to be Mr. Giselle Bundchen. Her ego couldn't take it. I've been retired. Really? Who makes $31 million a year being retired? Who the fuck does that? Bullshit. Lies. Bullshit. That book came out certainly with Miss Retired. Full of shit. Anyway, the point is this. This kid loves to play the game. He's a football junkie. And to me, that is the best hope for the New York Giants because, and Eli loved to play football too. He did. You didn't see that, he didn't express it, but you could tell he belonged out there. He's a football player. And he knew it. And this kid's the same way. He's just more athletic than Eli. So, I mean, the thing is, I think he's got a chip on his shoulder. He's got a chip on his shoulder. I love this about the kid, and this is why I think he's going to be a great quarterback. Because the biggest asset of a quarterback, it's not the arm, it's the confidence.
attitude.
It's the confidence. It's the confidence that I don't give a fuck what defense you throw at me. I will find a way to beat it.
Well, Tom Brady proved that.
He proved that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
He was never
afraid.
athletic. He was never one of the top athletes on the field.
Nope.
Very bird-like.
But he didn't give a shit. He'd find your weakness and he'd beat you to death with it, just much like Bird would do. Bird's career got cut short by injuries. Brady would stayed healthy. But the thing is, this kid has a little bit of that in him. And I've seen it, and I'm telling you right now. And by the way, the running back, Scatabo, he's just like him. He's a football player. That fucking kid loves to play football. He reminds me of the kid from your favorite movie. Remember the Titans? The big kid. What's the big guy's name? He goes, someone said football, I come a running. I get to hit somebody today. He's like, they're like him. They're just like him.
And then Denzel's like, why don't you go play with one of those white teams? Didn't they say something like that? He's like,
No, one of the guys in the he's I'm with everybody. Why don't you go with your kind? He's like, I'm with everybody. Julius said it.
yeah, yeah.
This is Jock's tin brother, and Jules goes, I'm a light skin cracker.
Remember when he's like, I'm just a worthless piece of white trash?
Yeah, and then he got into college. But the point is, that it was Louis Lassick. Louis Lassick is a football player. Jackson Dart has that mentality. He's a football player.
I hope so.
And so is Scadabo's just like it. I'm telling you right now, this is the best thing for the Giants. And I'm not saying, look, I predicted them to win tomorrow. It's more of a friend pick because I want them to win. But I think the Chargers have been a little bit full of themselves. I think that coach is not as good as he thinks he is. And I think this is the type of kid that gives them a little reality check.
Dude, but here's the thing. If the Giants win this game and they actually look like a legitimate team,
they're going to have to. Here's the thing. And I'm praying to God for your sake.
Am I going to get my hopes up and then just get fucking ruined?
The guy that... Look, the key to this is Brian Daboll. Does Brian Daboll just say, fuck it, and turn the kid loose? Just turn him loose. That's what I would do. Turn him loose. Turn him loose.
Give him like 4 reads.
Just turn him loose. Just say, hey, here's what you do well. We're going to run this. We're going to do this all day long. We're going to beat it to death with it. You make the right read.
You think it's going to be like no huddle? 2-minute offense kind of thing?
I would, because I'm telling you right now, the Chargers have no tape on this kid. They have nothing. Yeah. I'm telling you. And they've got enough. They got Malik. They've got 3 good receivers. They got a lot of weapons to do this with. I'm just telling you. If I am Brian Daboll, I'm not playing conservative tomorrow. And if he does, he should be fired on the spot. You got to let this kid be who he is. That to me is the key. You got to let him be who he is. And if he does that, that's their best chance for success. Not only tomorrow, but for the rest of the season and moving forward. The sooner you let this kid they take the shackles off, the better you're going to be long term. Even if he fails, to the point of the soccer coach, we were talking about our girls' soccer team. Let him fail. Fuck it. Let him. This is how he's going to learn. I don't care if he throws 3 picks tomorrow. What if he throws 4 touchdown passes tomorrow?
Don't baby him.
Don't baby him. Let him go. Look, hey man, it's your team. What was that movie? Necessary Roughness, where he goes, it's your team. Take it. Just hands him the ball. It's your team. Take him out. Like, take him out. Go ahead. This is you drive it now. It's you. Go. And I think he has enough weapons around him.
Well, I think he can do that, and he can also keep it simple. Like,
that's the thing with a kid this talented. Here's the thing.
One, maybe 2 reads, and then just make a play.
But here's the thing. Here's why you can keep it simple, because he's that talented. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Josh Allen's reads are complicated? No, they're not. They're simple. You know, because he's super talented. When you have a guy, Jaden Daniels. Do you think Jaden Daniels' reads are super? No, because they don't have to be. Because he's super talented. This kid's the same way. When the Patriots figure this out about Drake May, which they're starting, they'll be better off. Yeah. When you got someone this talented at that position, Lamar Jackson, you don't gotta complicate it.
Right.
Just let him do what he does. Let him do it.
If he sees it, he throws it. If not,
this kid has proven he can make good decisions. In big situations. This kid played 4 years in the SEC. You think he hasn't seen a big game? You should be look.
Did he play 4 years in the SEC?
Yeah, we're watching.
I thought he came from somewhere.
We're watching this right now. Look at this Georgia-Alabama game. Look at this atmosphere. Yeah. This is what this fucking kid played in every fucking Saturday. Yeah. You think he's not ready for this moment?
This guy, what a dumb play.
That was a dumb play.
He probably got tossed for targeting too.
He might have. I think he did. But the point is, like, he played in that environment. You kidding me? There is no better prep for the NFL than this pressure.
That's a pro environment.
It's a pro environment. You see, there's 100,000 people in this thing.
He did that at the 2-minute warning.
I know, what a donkey. Ooh. Oh no!
Oh jeez.
He gets the first down. It's over.
This one's very close to
They've
over. They got 1 timeout.
They have 2 timeouts. So they can stop it 2 more times. They got to stop him.
I kind of want to see them stop him because I'd love to see
I want to see this go down to the wire, but I'm saying, why didn't he kick the field goal? Now he's really looking stupid for not kicking that field goal.
I said that
what a
8
dumbass.
minutes ago.
Yeah, Kirby overthought it. But the point is, Jackson Dart came from this atmosphere.
Yeah.
And you think he's not ready for this moment? I seriously doubt he's going to have a problem. If you let him be him.
Yeah.
That to me is just let him be him. Let Jackson cook. Remember this line, let Russ cook? Fuck Russ. Russ could never cook. Russ had the Legion of Boom, the best secondary of the 20th century. The last 50 years.
With that?
Yeah, he wasn't the key to that team. That defense was. Pete Carroll's defense was the best part of that team. He also had the beast behind him, beast mode. He had fucking Marshawn Lynch behind him.
He had some years of a lot of TDs thrown, though.
When you put a guy in a situation where he's got all this stuff around him.
No, I'm not saying he's...
We talk about this all the time.
I'm not saying he's the second coming.
Tom Brady's the only guy I ever saw make chicken salad out of chicken shit. I've never seen another quarterback, Patrick Mahomes included, not do it.
Right, but just because a guy had a good team around him doesn't mean he's a shitbag quarterback.
What's he done since?
He's not the guy he was, that's for sure.
He's not that old.
Yeah, but how much he used to run around, he was so much more mobile.
No, you take it.
Now he runs scared.
The problem with being mobile has always been this is why Brady didn't do it. You take one too many hits, and then suddenly you get gunshot because you're only 1 hit away.
And that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Because back when I thought he was a really good quarterback, and I understand what you're saying, he had a great team around him.
He did.
But when he was a good quarterback, he could get whatever he wanted with his feet.
Yeah.
He was a real smart runner.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't just take off.
There was a time when he was a top 3 quarterback in the league. There was a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he is very far.
It was 4 or 5 years for a stretch, but it was still a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah.
They went to 2 Super Bowls. They won one. They could have won the second one, but he was in that realm for 4 or 5 years. But he had a lot around him.
He did.
He had a lot around him, and when that stuff goes away, and started with the secondary, those guys started leaving. Sherman left for San Fran, and things started leaving. That's then, and you don't replace it. Yeah. He's the first one that's going to suffer the most.
And your athletic ability starts to
diminish. Yeah, which again, if you're not a pure
makes everything harder.
If you're not a pure pocket passer like a Tom Brady, then what do? Then you have to relearn that. You don't do that. You don't.
It's hard.
So with tomorrow, the keys for them is let Jackson Dart be Jackson Dart. Put an offense that he plays, and this is it's Dayball's job. He better do it, or he's done. And to your point, he may be done anyway, but I mean, he has to do it. He has no choice.
Alabama just iced this game.
Yeah, well, I was wrong on that one too. The Bama, I'll tell you what. How good is Florida State?
Booger was right.
Yeah, Booger. Why didn't he kick the field goal?
That was dumb.
That was dumb. That wasn't Booger. That was that. That was an idiot. That was a dumb call by this fucking coach. And by the way, that'll be the first question he gets asked in the postgame. Why didn't you kick the fucking field goal? There was 12 minutes to go in the game.
Oh yeah.
You didn't have to go.
14.
You didn't have to go for it. You didn't have to go for it.
You were at like
you
15.
Have tie it up. You have momentum. You didn't have to go for it. It's not like we have momentum. I want to see. No, you had momentum. You're at home.
Right.
Tie it up.
Tie the game.
It's so stupid. It's like you're not going to get another chance. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you what, Georgia. He deserved to lose this game. He outcoached himself. This is a huge win for Alabama.
Yeah.
This is huge. I mean, this just threw a tizzy into this whole thing. And I'll tell you what, the fourth team, or were they 5? Number 3 Penn State went down tonight.
Got smacked.
Got pee-pee smacked. Who else went down? Number 21 USC went down. A lot of ranked teams lost this weekend. TCU went down. BYU's coming up next against Colorado. We're going to go to that game. A lot of 5 ranked teams at least lost this weekend. Florida State lost at Virginia last night in a Donnie double overtime. They were ranked 8th. 3 teams in the top 10 went down today. I'm telling you, I don't know who's going to win this thing, but this playoff is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I love this. But anyway, that's what we're thinking about with the Giants tomorrow. For the Patriots, it is real simple. Run the fucking football. Don't turn the fucking football over. And for the love of Christ, stop with these fucking JV level penalties.
Talking to the Patriots?
They've got in 3 games, they're flirting with 30 penalties. They're averaging like 10 penalties a game. Here's
what do you think's going on there?
You got to point the finger at Mike Vrabel. Because honestly, the easiest thing to clean up is sloppy play. It is. Let's be honest. You can't replace. You obviously have to go out and find more talent. But this is sloppy.
So does he need to change his approach?
I don't know what he needs to do. I know this is a game they have to win.
But let me ask your opinion on this. And I guess you could relate it to any sport, right? You know the most about basketball. You know a damn lot about football, too.
Well, it's 1 and 1 aim.
But,
pick a day.
I don't know.
Pick a day.
The knowledge you have of basketball is different.
Well,
it's on another level.
Well, Red Auerbach.
You're right.
When you talk to Red Auerbach, you can't help but get smarter.
Okay, but so I want to ask you your opinion.
If you listen, you get smarter.
I want to ask you your opinion on this. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're supposedly a good coach, and your team is undisciplined or making silly mistakes, does that mean he needs to change his approach? Because he's not getting through, right? Is that what's happening?
The first thing I would do is bench Ramondre Stevenson. He would not touch the field.
Well, we agree on that.
Okay, that's because I'll tell you what, that sends a message across the locker room, going, all right, this is over. If some guy like the guy, I don't know what's going to happen with the lineman from the Giants who got benched after 4 penalties, but did he come back in the game?
I don't think so.
I don't think he should have, and if that's true, then Dayball did the right thing there, because that says, you know what? No, this ain't gonna fly. You can get beat. You can't beat yourself.
Right.
You can't
over
and over again. I mean, any coach with a sack should have done what he did there. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
Any coach with a sack.
So I'm just saying that
Colorado's up 14-3.
I'm telling you, we got to go to that game. All right.
Damn.
So If Dayball did that, that's a good sign. He had to do that. He should have done it.
There was no other response.
But I'm saying he did the right thing.
And
He
he
didn't
did
fuck
it,
it
yeah.
up. Vrabel's response tomorrow has to be the same thing. This is a winnable game with or without Ramani Stevenson. Sit his ass down. Sit his ass down and send a message to the rest of the team.
I just think it's weird that, like, and I agree with you. I also think it's weird that he needs to do something like that to get these guys focused.
Bobby Knight, and I know you hate him, but he said something. This is why he was a great coach. He was an asshole, but the guy knew how to coach. He said there is no greater motivation than the bench. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to play. And if you take away that one thing, that's when most players either respond or they go away. If they go away, they weren't that good anyway. But if they respond, they come back better. And Bobby Knight was right about that. History will bear that out. He was right about that. I don't care what the sport is. Mike Vrabel should be. If Ramani Stevenson is out there on the first snap tomorrow, we got a problem. I don't care if he rushes for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. I don't give a shit. Okay?
Culturally.
It's a bad message to send. And I'm not saying he has to yell at him, but get in his face.
And he doesn't have to sit him for the rest of the season.
No.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's about it.
Oh, my wife just sent me something about Anthony. It's okay. But I'm saying that, and maybe he benches him for the first half. I don't know. He's got to send a message. Not in the media, not with it. Just actions have always spoke louder than words. Just don't start him. Don't fucking start him. Don't play him a whole half.
Dude, I don't mean to spin this out of control here, but
Yes, you do because you had a gummy.
no, but Vrabel had me cracking up in the preseason. Some reporter was like, "So when you took him out there in the second, were you thinking that maybe he needed to come at that point because he was a little tired, or were you thinking?" And he's like, "So is this where you just ask me a question and then answer it?"
Yes, I remember
That
that.
shit was funny. He's
I remember
like,
that.
"So is that you just answering your own question?"
Yeah. I mean, I want to work with you here, but what the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, no, I remember when we did that. It was funny.
Dude,
And-
but I hate. All right, I'm gonna go on a tangent about a sports reporter. I hate sports reporters that try to come across as super knowledgeable about the game,
Or they know more than the guy
instead of
behind
just letting the person answer the question. So, when you're asking somebody a question, you want it to be open ended, and you want it to be able to go anywhere. So when I walk up to a coach, I don't say, "Hey, why did you take so and so out in the third inning? Were you thinking that, well, you had a better matchup, with the guy coming out of the bullpen?" No. Stop trying to make yourself sound smart by telling what he might have been thinking. Ask him what he was thinking, and then let him tell you.
Yeah,
Don't
Okay.
give him two options.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
It's really annoying.
And honestly, it's more common than you realize. He's not wrong about that. That happens a lot.
And I think it's the reporter trying
Yeah.
to prove to the person, "Hey, I know a ton about this. I'm not just some asshole asking you a question."
Maybe what I suggested on Thursday on TV that you ignored might have been the right way to go. Trust me. How many of them do you think there are in that room? A lot of them. Trust me on this. There's a lot of them, and you know who you
think
are.
so?
Oh, I know so. I'm one.
Like-
of them. I'm one of them.
But you think the
But-
reporters look at them like you dumbass?
It's
I
not.
could've
Look,
done that better."
here's the advantage that, and
I think reporters respect what they,
most of them
what those
do,
guys- what
but I
those
think
people
there's a good percentage of them though that deep in their mind think I could
Think they could do it
I
better.
could do this guy's job. I just don't want the stress of it. I'd rather do this. There's no stress here, and I don't blame them for that. But in terms of why they do that, but here's the thing.
I talk a lot of shit and criticize a lot of sports people. I couldn't do it.
No, here's the thing. This is and there's no way to
Not
get around
even
it.
close.
This is the one undeniable, irrefutable fact. You know how I am about facts. None of these people that ask these questions, okay, are looking at it from the perspective of the head coach because he's in the locker room, he's at practice with them every day, he sees things and talks about things, has conversations that you don't even know about. So whatever decision these guys make, you have no idea how much went into that doesn't even get mentioned on television because they simply don't know. And whether it ends up being right or wrong is immaterial. There was believe me, there's a reason behind the decision.
Immaterial.
No, because ultimately the guy's going to perform or he's going to fail. Because that's the one thing we don't know. That's why we play the damn game. But the point is,
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
yeah. Do I have permission to treat this witness as a hostile witness? Like you saw two can play at that game, didn't
Of
you?
the jury. No, I'm talking about
Yes.
my cousin Vinny.
You got to see if my two can play back.
Dude, my cousin Vinny, when the fucking the attorney
Yeah.
starts fucking stuttering.
Oh, that
and shit,
motherfucker.
he's like,
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of the
You first discover factors. Oh my god. I don't know how hard I laughed during that sequence, but it was a lot. I might have, you know what? I might have tinkled. I might have peed myself. I laughed so hard.
That shit is fucking hilarious,
it's hysterical.
man.
But back to the point about Vrabel and making a statement tomorrow. If he doesn't bench him though, and he does go out and have a good day, which wouldn't be. I'm not.
Well, maybe he did something in practice.
Maybe he did something in practice that week. Again, I'm not saying I'm right here. Because maybe he did something in practice. Maybe he sat down and they had a meeting on Wednesday. And he said, here's what you're going to do every day from now on to fix it. And that could have happened. That's my point about this. I don't know that happened.
Because, look, he could have his own methods for accountability that we know nothing about and don't
That may
need to.
work even better.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I didn't lead the Tennessee Titans to the
Right.
He did.
Right.
So I didn't win 3 Super Bowls. He did.
So his answer might not be bench.
Yep.
But you just hope that he's talking to them in some way that they realize
Vrabel is a
they're beating themselves.
Vrabel. Well, look, they're a young team. It's a new team. Half the roster's been flipped over. I mean, it's not fair to think because the schedule looks easy that they should have just been 3-0 out of the gate. That's not fair. It's not fair because so many things. This is why football is the ultimate team sport because there's 11 guys out there, and Belichick talked about this. Defensively going, if you make a team go 12, 13, 4. You know how hard it is to get 11 guys on the same page for 12, 13, 14 plays in a row? That's why when they talk about it when it actually happens. Tonight in the Alabama-Georgia game, the first 2 drives, the game, Alabama went 13 and 14 plays, 80-yard drives on that and scored touchdowns and set the tone for that game, which they ended up winning. Do you know how hard that is to do?
What's going on here?
I don't know, but do you know how hard that is to do? And so, to be fair to Vrabel, he's trying to take a brand new roster full of young guys. He's got a second-year quarterback who's really still a first-year quarterback with a new offensive coordinator. He's flipped 3/5 of the offensive line or 4/5 of it, and he's trying to win. Off the bat, the fact they've been so competitive that's what we should be looking for. They've been in every game. They could have won every game. That should be enough for now. It should be. And the problem is we've been spoiled. I got 6 fucking banners up there.
I'd kill for that right now.
I'd kill for that right now. I have been spoiled. So maybe I should be a little more patient and understanding of him. And if he doesn't bench him tomorrow and he goes out and has a great day, which is possible, by the way, okay, then it could have been something something they said Sunday night or Tuesday morning or Thursday afternoon. They could have had a one-on-one, had a conversation where he said, look.
Did he sit him in that game?
He took him out. After the second one, he took him out. Yeah. And he should have. But he doesn't want to crush the kids mentally, and I get that too. So, because I've been a coach, and I understand that. You want to be careful with this. So, I don't know how fragile the kid's ego is, but Vrabel knows more than I do about the kid he coaches.
Exactly.
So, I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
But I got to believe.
Every person does need a bit of a different
every person's different. Like, I'm an old school athlete. My father could get in my face and tell me I suck dick on horseback, and I'd go out and score 30 points and a half because that would piss me off. I wouldn't go in and go,
see, that pissed you off. That would have made me piss myself.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's the thing, and I'm not the only athlete that was
Your
like
dad was
that.
like, you pussy. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm a pussy.
You fucking I mean, there was a football game.
I'd be like, well,
halftime, he goes, you're the
I don't want to play sports anymore.
Yeah, there was a football game. I was 11 years, my son's age, and he called me a fucking pussy in front of the whole team. He's like, this kid is half your size. He is kicking the shit out of you. He's like, why don't you just bend over and let him put his foot up your ass already? And I didn't cry. The second half, I went out and I mauled the fucking kid. I fucking destroyed him. And it was, but the thing is that athletes.
I definitely would have cried.
But I'm saying you can do. My father could do this. He knew, and if he talked to another kid, he'd say the same thing, but a different way. Yeah. To get it. So my father knew how to do that, and great coaches do know how to do that.
So to another kid, he'd be like, "Hey, you really gotta."
He'd say, "You're too good of a player to make a mistake like that.
You gotta go get him."
He's like, "You know what? I know that's not the real Scott Drake. Scott Drake's a better player than that. So I know if I put Scott Drake back out there, Scott Drake isn't going to fumble again, is he?" And they'd be like, "No, go out and rush for 60-yard touchdown up the fucking." But he knew how to do that.
Yeah.
And there's something to be said about that. And maybe that's what Vrabel does. I don't know, but I know I can't believe that 7 days have gone by and this has not been talked about in private. I know he addressed
but it's not just him.
It's not just him. No. It's
the mistakes are kind of
the,
team
the,
wide.
the
right?
30 penalties in 3 games.
Yeah.
That's a team wide issue.
Right.
You got to clean it up.
Which is which is being caused by the same thing. The fumbles are being caused by the same thing that's causing the penalties.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's causing.
I don't know, but I know this. Vrabel is not one to sit back and go, "Oh, it'll work itself out." That's not the way he operates. But he's not going to do it in front of a camera. He's not going to make it about himself. That's what I love about him. He won't make it about him. It's about the players. He will deal with this in private. The same way Belichick would do this when Belichick was on his game. You never heard about this shit in public. It always got dealt with in the locker room. And it always worked itself out over a course of a season.
He would sit people.
Yes, he would. But he wouldn't. But he would never.
I remember when he sat Welker.
But he would never
talking about the feet.
Yeah, but he would never berate. He would never go in front of a microphone and call him out. He never did that. He never in public let him happen.
I wonder what it was like behind the scenes, though.
Oh, you should hear some of the stories.
I mean,
they're hysterical.
Dude, did you see fucking? Was that Brian Kelly coaching LSU tonight? Dude, he was getting in that quarterback's face.
Yeah, he was.
And it looked like he was wrong at one point.
He was.
Because the quarterback said something back to him.
Yeah.
And then you could see him, like, ask the guy. He asked the quarterback a question like, "Oh, was this?" And the quarterback was like, and then Brian Kelly gets on the headset and starts yelling at
the guy
whoever's on the headset,
who told him one thing, was the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the quarterback looks at the guy who's giving him water, and he just goes,
"Yeah,
like this motherfucker,"
yeah.
you know. And I was like,
"Well, there's a lot of pressure to be a coach at LSU. You got to win. You do."
I mean, he came off the field just screaming in that quarterback's face. "What the fuck are you doing?"
Hey, to be
quarterback pulled his helmet up.
To be a coach in the SEC,
dude, that's a lot of stress.
A lot of stress, man. You get paid a lot of money for a reason. Because that's a lot of stress. Anyway, we're going to break segment 2. We're going to come back to we're going to talk about fucking the WNBA. We have to talk about a certain coach who I thought did the right thing, even though normally I don't advocate for this. But given what I saw, I don't blame her. And where we are in the playoffs. We're in the semifinals right now. Big games tomorrow, too, by the way. We'll talk about that. Segment 3 coming right up.